All right, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to the Craig Sewing Show. Street Smart advice for your drive time. Got an awesome panel joining me here. Seth O'Byrne, Real Estate Elite. Going to be on the American Dream this Saturday, 10 a.m. Looking forward to it. Seth, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Good to have you on again. All right, man. Inventory levels. I just read an article from SDAR, right? Can you trust these things, SDAR, PSAR, all that stuff?
I think so. You know, they're pulling from Sandicor, which is the reciprocal MLS for San Diego, and those numbers are pretty, they're valid.
Okay, so active listings top 7,000 for the first time in 2 years, according to Greater San Diego Association of Realtors. Let's see. I don't know. I can throw a couple things at you here. The median price of single-family resale homes reached $500,000 in May, an increase of nearly 2% from April, and a new high. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see if there's anything else that's good. That's the gist of it. But you tell me, what's happening with housing? Is it obviously inventory's been an issue, so are you seeing it open up a bit?
Yeah, I sure am. And I actually think it's a good thing for the market. The way I see it is the market, I've got a lot of people that own homes that are scared to sell those homes because there's nothing to buy. So once you start seeing inventory...
That's the first time I've actually heard that.
Yeah.
So you have people that maybe are a little skittish on actually listing the property now to be that move-up buyer because they're afraid they're going to not be able to find something.
Of course.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Go deeper on that.
Well, it's a benefit. Now, that's just one thing. I mean, a market's a very complicated thing. So on one hand, larger inventory could be a sign of it switching closer and closer to a buyer's market, slowing of the market, softening of the market. On the other side, I think it's a very good thing for families. For individuals, inventory's been very, very tight. I have 2 listings right now. I was on the phone this morning, in fact, with both of them separately. We've been locked up for 6 months. They refuse to list until they find the next lily pad to end up on, and it makes a lot of sense. Selling your home is not a problem right now, but what if you sell your home in 2 days and you don't know where to go?
So how do you navigate a market like that? I mean, if someone wants to capitalize on the equity growth that they've seen year over year, call it 20% in some of the markets here in San Diego, you have interest rates now hitting annual lows again. So people want to reposition that equity, down payment, low mortgage rate, bigger, better home. Now we're talking dream home, but they're nervous to do it because they feel like, well, there might not be home. So how do you navigate it? Can you create contracts that help create that time? Is that possible?
I'm jumping out of my seat to answer that question.
All right, let it rip.
We think we have the silver bullet. There's 2 ways you can do it. In some markets, you can write offers contingent upon selling your home. In a true seller's market like this, that's not possible. Sellers won't wait for you to sell your home.
Because there's low inventory, so they're going to get offers from somebody else.
They're going to get offers from somebody else, sometimes investors, cash, 50% down, ready to close in 3 weeks. But in this market, knowing that the power's in the seller's hands, if you got to sell to move up, it's very easy to convince a buyer when there's limited inventory to let you rent back for 2, 3, 4, 5 months past the close of escrow.
So explain what that means. And by the way, I want to make sure anybody reaches out to you today. If you have any questions on real estate, I've known Seth for many years. The guy's a top producer. He's our real estate elite on the American Dream television show. He's going to be on there this Saturday at 10 a.m. Go to obyrneteam.com or sethsold.com as well, correct?
Yep.
That's an even easier one to remember. So sethsold.com. He's got information for buyers, sellers. He's got free home evaluations, so don't go spend $500 on an appraisal. If you are a homeowner, you want to see the value of your property, go to sethsold.com. Got a great link there. Get you a free property evaluation. But go a little bit deeper on the rent back.
Yeah, so it's called a RLAS form, a residential leaseback after sale. That means you sell your home, you get the proceeds of your down payment, your equity ends up in your checking account.
Okay, so $500,000 mortgage, $800,000 house. Let's get rid of all the fees and commissions and all that. Just say, all right, $300,000.
Yeah, just say it's $300 for whatever. For
make it simple.
So you got the money in your account, and you get to rent back at a cancelable time any 30 days, meaning say it's a 4-month rent back, but you can cancel in 30 days. If you find your dream home, you can close in 30 days, and you find it in the first week, you could cancel that contract. You don't have to rent for the entirety of the 4 months or the 5 months. The power is completely in your hands as a seller and as a renter.
As a top producing agent, is this a tough market to be in? I mean, it's San Diego and it's housing. There's always going to be something that's an opportunity. There's also going to be something to gripe about. But just from all the deals you've closed for many, many years here in San Diego, what's it like for you in this market? I mean, are people psychologically all screwed up, getting a lot more questions? Are these situations naturally more difficult? I mean, how's it feel for you?
Yeah, for me, I'm very positive. I think that the market's strong. I think the metrics of the market are strong. I think under $500,000, it's very rates driven. So as rates come up, I do think there's going to be downward pressure on the market because first-time homebuyers are very payment sensitive.
Yep.
In the upper parts of the market, I think that there's a lot of positivity and a lot of high-end stuff is moving. Sotheby's is moving a lot of high-end real estate right now. But how does it feel to me? I think take some of the positivity that came out of the last 12 months, but temper it with the reality that rates are on the rise and inventory's ballooning. So I used to sit in people's living rooms and go, just pick a price, we'll probably sell it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore. We're really trying to price it based on the comps. So we're a little bit more sober right now in our pricing strategies and a little bit more realistic. But, we're still selling homes in 2-3 days on the market.
Yeah, well, people talk about not having much inventory, and of course, first thing you say before the show starts is you're taking like 25 new listings.
Yeah,
right.
In the next 2 weeks, actually,
it's because you take all the inventory. People are going out to you.
We give it back to the market, Craig.
Yeah, you're on multiple shows. You're going to be on the American Dream this Saturday at 10 a.m. I'd love for people to reach out to you. Go to SethSold.com real quick before we switch over to Ron here. So 25 new listings.
Yeah,
where are they coming from? Because a lot of people aren't moving; they're stagnant. Where are yours coming from?
Well, again, that's for an agent who's bent on production and volume. We've got to swallow market share when there's not a lot of inventory. So we're aggressive. We're getting in front of people. We're preaching the good word of the values in the market, and it's helping motivate people to make those decisions because they know their equity's high.
Yeah.
But they're all over the county. We have some in Carlsbad, Coronado. We got a penthouse coming up downtown San Diego, Rancho Santa Fe, Claremont. The reason what I wanted to talk to you about today is to encourage people to come to our website, fill out the information, what they're looking for, and we can pre-scan our pre-list inventory. And if there's something they like, we'll give them first crack. We always do that with our clients, but we thought of this as a great opportunity.
Yeah, so if they go to SethSold.com, you can show them some of the inventory out there and just kind of help them understand what's out there and help. You're not going to force anyone to do anything, but you're going to show them information, help empower them on making the decision.
Yeah, they can just send us an email, say, this is what I'm looking for. What are the odds that you have something in your inventory coming up? Because when you have 3 months inventory like it is right now, for a picky buyer or a buyer looking for a specific thing, it can be disheartening. Pre-list inventory is the solution for a lot of people.
What are the people that are going to sell? Just these, not all 25, but this group. Give me a few examples. Are these people that are looking to move up into something bigger, better? Are you finding people that are maybe still distressed? Are there divorces? Is it the economy? I mean, who's selling right now in that group?
Yeah, they say the 3 Ds, death, divorce, and debt.
Yeah.
We're not seeing the debt side of it. Short sales are kind of not part of the market anymore. They're kind of a unicorn. But divorce, unfortunately, still strong. There's a lot of people that are waiting for equity to be high to do that divorce. And the baby boomers' parents are passing away, and we are selling a lot of trust sales, which spell great opportunity because typically if it's a couple, 2 sons and a daughter who own the property together, they care less about price. They care better about finding the right buyer. So if you're a young couple with a lot of money to put down and you're motivated and you can tell a good story to the sellers, we can get people into properties for still very good prices.
Seth, you and Ron should be for lunch. All right, Seth O'Byrne, great information today about the housing market. Going to be on the American Dream this Saturday at 10 a.m. Go to SethSold.com if you need a great realtor. He gives free property valuations. Ron Fector, great information on the reverse home equity conversion mortgage. Great to have you in. Hopefully we'll get you in again soon. That's it for today. Hopefully we gave you some street smart advice. If you have any questions, you want to get extensive advice, go to craigsewing.com. Would love to answer any questions, introduce you to these guys. We'll be back in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Have a great one.
Sewing.